roller coaster of emotion. Our sports correspondent Rob Harris is here. That didn't look like it was going to happen, did it? I mean, it just wasn't happening for England tonight, and yet somehow they're in the final again.
Yes, we were there 3 years ago at Wembley. Chloe Kelly scored the winner to lift the trophy. She's done it again. The clamour was for Kelly to come off the bench when England were trailing. She eventually came on the 77th minute, but it was the team who rescued them initially. Michelle Adjeman at just 19, 2 goals in 2 games. The 6th minute of stoppage time, and it looked like everyone from the Lionesses were going home, taking it into extra time. And then when it looked like we might have the agony of penalties again, we did have some penalty pain. Chloe Kelly having her first kick saved, but then following up the rebound, and now we can barely hear over Sweet Caroline.
I know, I was wondering if Lucy Bronze wanted to take it, then Chloe Kelly had it. She's got this penalty routine, which is so good to watch. Anyway, let's have a look at some live scenes of fans reacting at Wembley to the news, to the goals, those real last gasp goals from the Lionesses at Wembley Box Park, where they'd had a little gig a little bit earlier on to raise their spirits when England were trailing 1-0 at half-time. But my goodness, talk about living on your nerves. Here's the goal coming up. I mean, why, oh why, Rob, did Serena Wiegmann leave it so late to make those substitutions? And, you know, we know that Chloe Kelly makes a difference with her crosses. She came on, she made that difference. I mean, despite playing only 126 minutes of football before this match, she has created as many chances as anyone in that team.
The super sub, or the finishers, as Serena Wiegmann calls them. Beth Mead did come on at half-time for Lauren James. Whether that was an injury decision, we don't know.
It was actually, because Lauren James was then seen hobbling off with an ice pack on her foot. But, you know, she wasn't the one making the difference there. It was those late substitutions that really sparkled when nobody else really was.
And Adjeman only came on in the 85th minute for Leah Williamson, the captain, so a striker coming on for a defender. And then 11 minutes later, as we were facing extra time, so as facing going out, she goes and rescues it. Another late rescue from the Lionesses, 3 finals in a row.
What was really quite funny actually here was just before the end of normal time, they'd opened the gates to let people out because they thought Italy had won it. The match was finished. It was all over. May as well open the gates, and then all of a sudden, whoops, close those gates again, get everybody back in, because the match wasn't finished at all and it was going to extra time. Everyone's piling out here right now, and I mean, that was exhausting, wasn't it? To watch that.
There must just be utter disbelief if we think back to the quarter-final, Sweden trailing 2-0, going into the 79th minute. Lucy Bronze begins that comeback. Adjeman then gets the equaliser, then to take it into the extra time and ultimately the penalty shootout. And they're never down and out, are they?
No, they never really are. Have a look at these pictures of the players celebrating on the pitch right now. And Michelle Adjeman right in the centre of it all, and absolutely she should be. Chloe Kelly, Alex Greenwood, my goodness, I mean, she was tired at the end. I was really fearing, actually, for all those players when they, you know, the fact that it was literally about to go to penalties. And just, you know, saved by the bell. Well, saved by Beth Mead, actually, who went down in the box, and then Chloe Kelly and Lucy Bronze had this tussle as to who was going to take the penalty. And Chloe Kelly won that tussle, maybe because she had fresher legs, I don't know. What do you think? And
it did spare everyone from a penalty shootout. It was a penalty, obviously.
I don't think the Italians wanted that either. They looked exhausted.
But what a moment for them. It was their first semi-final since 1997. They couldn't quite reach their first final since then. But what about Serena Wiegmann? So many doubts. So everyone perhaps back at home saying, why isn't she bringing the subs on? But now,
to be fair, we were saying that also. Like, bring on those substitutes. But she gambled, and it paid off. It paid off, didn't it?
Just as it did at the Euros in 2022. But this is now a 5th final for Wiegmann. 2 with the Netherlands, who won the Euros with them in 2017. Now 3 with England, of course, 2022 Wembley, losing the World Cup final when we were there in Sydney, but still taking the Lionesses their first World Cup final. And now getting another shot at another European trophy, another final. But how many managers can you think of who've led a team to 5 international finals?
I just would love to be a fly in the wall in that dressing room when they all go in there. Yes, come on England. When they all go in there very shortly. Michelle Adjeman, who is only 19, plays for Arsenal, was out on loan to Brighton last season. So not many people knew that much about her really coming into these championships. She's not played much. Championship football either. So what a moment for her. But talk about brave, talk about absolutely certain of what she was going to do with that goal. And she has saved the Lionesses again with that late equaliser, 2 minutes from the end of added time to take it into extra time, and then Chloe Kelly putting away that penalty on the rebound. The penalty was saved, she put it away on the rebound to make it 2-1 to England. It was nerve-jangling stuff, and then we all need to go and have a little lie down, so we'll come back to you after this short break.